Join me as I dig deep into the world of probiotics and uncover the surprising truths that no one is talking about. Probiotics have been hailed as a miracle solution for digestive health, immune function, and even mental well-being. From yogurts to supplements, it seems like everyone's jumping on the probiotic bandwagon, and for good reason. Or so we thought. Say you're scrolling through social media, and you see an ad for some trendy new probiotic supplement claiming it'll boost your energy, flatten your belly, and give you glowing skin. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it might be. The truth is, there's a lot of misinformation out there about what probiotics can actually do for you. Some companies are making claims that just aren't backed up by science, and it's creating a lot of confusion. Some probiotics might be nothing more than expensive placebos, and that's a pretty big problem. The lack of regulation in the industry means that anyone can slap the label probiotic on their product and make all sorts of wild claims. And on top of that, there's just not enough scientific consensus on what makes a good probiotic in the first place. It's a mess, and it's leaving a lot of people unsure of what to believe. But it gets even more complicated. Even if you do find a probiotic that's backed up by some decent science, there's no guarantee it'll work for you. That's because everyone's microbiome is different, and what works for one person might not work for another. And that's not even getting into the issue of strain specificity. Different strains of probiotics can have totally different effects, and some might not be as effective as others. Let's dive into some of the actual research on probiotics. What we're seeing is that while they do have some potential benefits, they're not a magic bullet by any means. For one thing, the effects of probiotics can be highly dependent on the specific strain being used. Some studies have shown that certain strains can be beneficial for digestion, but others have shown little to no effect. And then there's the issue of individual responses. What works for one person might not work for another. One expert I spoke to put it this way: probiotics are not a one-size-fits-all solution. They're not something you can just take and expect it to work miracles. And that's a really important point because so many people are taking probiotics without really understanding how they work or what they're supposed to be doing. In my opinion, it's the fact that we're still so focused on individual strains and supplements when we should be thinking about microbiome diversity as a whole. See, our bodies are home to trillions of microorganisms, and probiotics are just a tiny piece of that puzzle. By focusing on diversity and personalized health, we might be able to unlock the real benefits of probiotics, but that would require a total shift in how we think about health and wellness. So what does it all mean? Probiotics might not be the miracle solution we've been led to believe, but that doesn't mean they're useless either. The key is to approach them with a critical eye and a deep understanding of the science behind them. And that's it for today's video. I hope you learned something new and challenging. If you've had any experiences with probiotics that you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below.